Everyone, and welcome back to the 151st episode of PandTha Talks.
Hello.
I got it right this time, sir.
Yay.
So, a lot's been announced this week, but it's... I don't know, it's a bit iffy, isn't it? On whether it's positive or if it's just going to be the same shit, different day. But
Yeah.
we'll discuss that, I suppose, as we get to it. I do have some bits of interesting news, especially based off of the whole Sony fiasco, which I am looking forward to discussing with you a bit. Some funny news regarding Call of Duty, some information regarding Valve and the Steam Machine pricing. And I don't really know how to feel about this article, but apparently it's officially the end of an era for Bungie's Marathon, which is interesting considering the game's been out for less than a year. I'm not
Isn't
sure.
that absolute ridiculous battle royale that was just way too cartoony looking?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah,
the
I remember
weird
us
colour
looking at
scheme.
that and having some choice words for it.
Yeah, it's the one with the very weird colour scheme that we could never really understand why they did it, but hey ho.
Yep.
Their decision, I suppose. And then finally, we get to congratulate Palworld on its amazing 40 million player count purchases, which is phenomenal. So yeah, we'll jump straight in and we'll take a look at the first article, which is... Do you remember, as I was talking to you, I think it was last week, maybe the week before, about how PC gamers really are fans of physical media? We just don't get it anymore.
Yeah.
Someone clearly decided to respond to Sony in the way they thought was best, because a PC gamer has turned Steam games into cartridges.
Damn.
Basically,
That's impressive.
what he's done is he's got a SSD reader, 3D printed a casing for it, and 3D printed a casing and then printed images that can stick to an SSD drive, and they're all 128GB drives, and you just plug it in and it has a script on it to auto start the title once it's plugged in.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
It's a very impressive little bit of kit. If it wasn't for the fact that drives have a bit of a price to them, how much actually is a 128GB drive?
I suppose if you go to the right place, you probably get good prices and stuff.
Actually, they're not as bad as I thought. £25.
Not too bad, but that's, if you think about how many he would end up making.
Oh, 100%. I suppose, if we could get them... Considering, the cost of a game as it is, this isn't really a completely impossible thing for developers to do for PC media.
Yeah.
£25 for the drive, they'll probably get a bulk purchase.
Oh yeah,
option.
no, they'll 100% get a massive purchase and they get it for next to nothing.
Exactly. So, from their perspective, it's very much doable, and what this guy's shown is pretty impressive. So this actually could be pushed to a more widestream audience. Just sell the bit at the bottom and then run it from there. It'd be pretty simplistic.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool idea. Oh, actually, the guy's got a video here of him using it. Let's full screen this. That is one shoddy camera quality, though. So, plugs it in. And straight away, it's popped up that it's installed, and it launches.
Nice.
I am very impressed by that. And he's uploaded the 3D files and the code for it, so that anyone can put this together themselves. Which, it's amazing to see, to be honest. I love shit like that. I really do. Just things that are a bit different. But this is what I was saying just the other week. Sony's getting rid of physical games, and even as PC gamers who have all our games digitalized, we still enjoy physical media. We can't utilize it the same way console gamers can, but we still love it. And something like this would be phenomenal. Hey, Steam, just hire the
There's
guy.
still plenty of people that would get like the collector's editions.
Oh, definitely.
For the example we used last time was Cyberpunk. I'm sure there's plenty of people that got that.
Oh, 100%
You
there were.
yourself have it.
Yeah. I'll be honest, as much as I was disappointed with the game at launch, the collector's edition was phenomenal. I was really impressed. I am still a big fan of it. But yeah, it's insane that someone, just random guy, decided, you know what, why not? Let's build this. And it's come out well, it looks good, and genuinely, it's impressive. Why not? It's not something that would be too difficult to do. And there's so many people that could easily expand upon this concept. I think it's something that could go a bit further than what it currently is, but we'd have to see down the line. But overall, genuinely a really clever idea. Well done to the person that made it. That was literally the reason I wanted to bring that one up, because I just thought that's so cool that someone's just thrown that together and gone, yeah, what do you think to this, guys?
I suppose it does give the option as well that he could start his own little business out of that,
Oh, yeah.
and people could reach out to him via email or whatever, and get physical copies of things made. And over time, that sort of thing could expand. He could start making like things to hold the cartridges, or have them on display, stuff like that, to make them look neater.
100%. And to be honest, all we'd really need to like make this a proper thing is if Steam like either give a code, or if they give sorry, I'm thinking here, trying to process my own thoughts. They could either give a code that goes in the case, or they could have it so that part of the script is it redeems the Steam code.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then when the game updates, it updates that drive that it's based on. So it is
All they
something
need
that
to
could
do
go
is
further.
just have something that gets printed off to have a fresh new code, so there's no way of it being fucking stolen.
Yeah. But that could literally be a case of the entire thing would be possible to be processed further. It could go into the mainstream media and make games purchasable for PC in a fashion like that. And it'd be really impressive to see. I'd genuinely be impressed by it. And because it's a just general drive, technically you could, if you don't want it anymore, peel off the sticker. You've then got a 128GB drive to do whatever the fuck you want with.
Yeah.
It's your call. This next article's interesting. Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
I did hear. Did we cover it that a couple of them were getting remastered?
Yeah, I believe so.
Couldn't remember, because I definitely remember seeing it. I'm not sure if we talked about it before, though.
It's possible, honestly. So Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on PS5 is officially more popular than Black Ops 7 and Warzone combined. Who's surprised?
Combined.
Yeah. Who's surprised by that, though? I mean, really, we've been saying for ages people want a return, not all this. It's been like it for years, though.
There's stuff they're making nowadays that's so ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's like massive amounts of ADHD just to do anything in it.
Pretty much. To be honest, that's the same with a lot of games nowadays, and it's so fucking depressing. The recent Call of Duty Black Ops 2 re-release has reportedly attracted 5.25 million weekly PlayStation 5 players in the US, surpassing the nearly 5 million previously recorded for Black Ops 7 and Warzone combined. That's just insane, though.
It's just funny for you to see how bad the new Call of Duties are. Like, no one wants to play them. They'd much rather go and play the older ones.
Exactly. To be honest, that's how it's been for a long time for a lot of people. I mean, I happily go back to World at War quite often. I just play the single player. I really enjoy that game. And I don't know, sometimes you sit there and you're like, how in the fuck has it gotten to this state? I remember when everyone was so damn hyped for the next Call of Duty release years ago. Back when Modern Warfare 3 was announced, or Black Ops 2 was announced, People were over the moon about it, and it was all you
Yeah.
saw everywhere you went. Nowadays, a new Call of Duty's announced, everyone's just like, oh, cool, right. That's it. End of conversation. Done. And we're all sort of in the same mindset of, it was good once, but not anymore. There's nothing left that brings that hype out. And it's just depressing to witness. It really is. And they think re-releasing it on PS4 and PS5 versions will make all the difference, but all it's going to do is bring you a bit of money before you eventually have to release a new game and fuck that up as well. Oh, what a fun time. Valve shares official new comment on Steam Machine's pricing. One of the Valve engineers has stated that the RAM and memory crisis is only getting worse, raising concerns that the Steam Machine price could increase rather than be reduced. I'm not shocked. I don't. I think you remember a week or two back, you and me looked at RAM prices, and they'd actually gone up even since I bought mine.
Yep.
I think it was like an extra £100, which is just ludicrous.
And there's going to be even more prices now.
Exactly that. And I don't see it dropping for a while. I mean, I saw a video, I was watching a video yesterday from a guy who was saying about currently the costs of things are going up, as at the same time the amount of sales that these companies are making to do with gaming in PC gaming sector has dropped by over 20%. Motherboards are also being impacted due to this, and they're having to up their prices to try and mitigate this. Motherboards aren't needed as much for in regards to AI, so it's not really been a factor for them until now, and it's causing a whole load of issues of its own. So it's just becoming a mess, honestly. But yeah, the ongoing RAM memory crisis is just absolutely ludicrous. It's still getting worse, says Valve engineer. In a recent interview with Bloomberg, one of the engineers involved in the Steam Machine's creation said, honestly, the memory crisis is still getting worse. He also added, just in case people are not aware, what people are seeing on the retail shelves right now, from our observations, is lagging. And what we're seeing from a bulk supply is at least 3 to 6 months. While he did not say it directly, his comments hint that the Steam Machine prices are unlikely to go down and might even become more expensive as key components are becoming increasingly difficult to obtain. And this is the thing, the Steam Machine released later than they released after PlayStation and Xbox already did their price increase.
Yeah. And don't forget, just to remind you of how fucking stupid that shit was, they increased refurb prices too.
I remember. My point more is, though, the fact that because the Steam Machine released after, they're probably going to have to up their prices before the Steam Machine can. Well, before the Steam Machine does. Because they're going to be releasing more consoles than the Steam Machine will at the moment. Which, by the way, I saw something on Steam yesterday. I think it was yesterday, it might have been the day before. I was having a bit of a scroll down over the last couple of days, and I saw something that was like, it was to do with the top 2 sales in the UK at the moment. You know how it usually alerts you at what's selling the best and everything?
Yeah.
It was doing that. Here it is. All charts and stats. And within this, top sellers, the Steam Machine was number 2 the other day in the UK. I'm not sure where it'll... yeah, it's right there. Top 2, it's the second on top sellers on Steam right now. So we actually thought it was probably going to get worse sales than like what we were originally expecting due to the price and some of the issues that were there. However, It's sat at second, and the Steam Deck sat at first. That bit doesn't really surprise me too much. Also, I've only just noticed this, but Counter-Strike 2, it's been in the top 100 sellers for 727 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, people just get new accounts, go on farming drops, man. Obviously, It's gonna fucking be. It's free to play as well. Obviously, it's gonna be sitting like that the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's literally just a fucking market.
True. Honestly.
It's not a game anymore. It hasn't been a game for a very long time.
No. Oh, there is actually one little thing I should probably make you aware of. I got my Steam controller recently.
Oh.
It came. It's here.
Nice.
It turned up on Wednesday. I was a bit busy and out of it, as you are aware. So I didn't actually get to test it until Friday night. And that was like the first time I gave it a try, and I tried out Pacific Drive with it. The connection time is instant. Like,
nice.
Literally, you press the power on button, it's on immediately. The two trackpads don't get in your way at all. You can use the trackpads to actually control your computer as well. So
that's interesting.
The left one is for scrolling, the right one actually controls your entire mouse, and you can even click with it. I was a bit baffled by that at first, but I've actually figured out how to utilise it, and it wasn't too bad. It barely weighs anything. It is the lightest controller I've ever picked up.
Didn't we, when we were reading over the specs, didn't we read over the, what's it called?
The weight.
Weight.
We did.
I can't remember what it said, but I feel like it definitely wasn't much.
No. The 35-hour life, by the way, seems to be completely accurate. It takes 3 to 3.5 hours to charge from empty to full.
Yeah.
Which,
to get 35 hours out of it, though, that's pretty good. Like,
yeah, exactly that. And
you don't have to leave it on for very long in comparison then to get it charged to full.
See, I'm using the magnetic puck all the time, but the magnetic puck, it connects to a USB-C that's connected into your PC. So you can actually just unplug that USB-C and plug it straight into your controller if you want, and charge it like that if you want to use it while you're playing. But I've been working quite fine without it. It does say if you like get a controller update to plug in the USB-C from the puck, and it'll just update the controller. Problem solved, takes seconds. But let's have a look here at the... Wait a moment. Here we are. Controller is 292 grams. It is the lightest controller I have ever held. It is very responsive, and it constantly lets you know what the latency is between you and the controller. So you're not worrying about shit like that. Actually, you know what? Easy option. I've just pressed the button, it's already connected. As you can see, controlling it right now with the trackpad.
Nice.
Which is nice. If I come over to Steam, settings, and go into controller here, you can see I can name my controller, etc. Hit here. I can actually ping it, so it'll actually play a sound so that it lets me know where it is, because sometimes you can misplace it. You can use different button layouts, so like the Nintendo one or universal button glyphs. It's not really an issue. You can see there the actual strength between the puck and the controller, the actual connection. No issues at all. You can have up to 4 controllers paired as well to your machine.
Noted.
So it's very easy to do. Literally plugged it in, turned on my computer. After I plugged it in, it turned around and went, "We've detected a puck. Would you like to install it?" Yes. Okay, install. I've turned on the controller. We've detected a controller that may be linked to that puck. We need to update it. Can you just plug in your USB-C from your puck? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Completed the install in 30 seconds.
You and you're sitting there trying to figure out why your controller's not working.
Yeah. And all I have to do, hold down the Steam button for a few seconds, and this will turn the controller straight off, and it's off. And I just connect it straight back up to the puck, and it's done. Goes straight back on charge, no issues at all. It is fantastic. Genuinely never been so impressed with the controller. It's comfortable, your hands don't feel like it's a bit too clunky or anything. Feels wonderful to use.
See, it should be like that. It shouldn't be a pain trying to use it. If they're going to have this much technology in it, where it has to update. Like, it still sounds ridiculous that a controller has to update, but hey, whatever. It shouldn't be a pain to do that. It shouldn't stop you from being able to use the controller just because it needs an update.
No, exactly.
You plug it in, takes a few seconds, it's done. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, most controller updates now, especially for this one, it'll literally just be a case of, oh, we've thought of a new feature, we're going to add that in, and you're not going to have to need an upgrade, it's just going to be an update that we're going to push the driver to, which is fine. I can cope with that. But the moment you start going, well, your controller firmware is now susceptible to hacking, sorry, we can't fix that. You're going to need to buy a brand new controller. Fuck off. Not happening. But yeah, I think based on that, and based on like that as a example of the new Steam hardware for me, I'm genuinely impressed with what I've seen. That is really fucking cool. I'm genuinely shocked by it. I think with the updates and things that come to the Steam machine, it'll certainly get better. It gives me more hope in it than I had before. But yeah, great bit of kit, best controller I've ever owned, and I can finally get back to playing Crimson Desert again. That'll be my job down the line. Not yet though. I'll pick it up at some point. So, the weird article that I still don't know how to feel about. It's officially the end of an era for Bungie's Marathon. I'm not quite sure how it can be the end of an era. Wait. When did it release?
I was ready to join Bungie, I think it was saying.
Yeah.
Just get up on Steam DB, man.
That's close.
Was it on Steam?
It is on Steam. March 5th this year.
So what, 4 months?
Yeah, 4 months. You can't call it the end of an era if a game drops 4 months ago. That's not how this shit works.
Oh wow! Why am I not surprised? The average critic rating was an 81.
What a shock!
And yet the game's gone and leaving after 4 months.
Dude.
3,000 in game. And what was the top player count?
Dude.
Actually had a decent few players. They hit 88k, but that was like what, a couple days after release.
So
yeah, that basically was release.
Release 88k players.
Constantly downhill.
Dropped. Got
free
an
weekend.
Update. Oh yes, free weekend and a major update. So the major update got 30,000 players back. Then full free weekend got it up to 40,000. And then that died again. You guys are fucking up somewhere. Let me just check in comparison. Arc Raiders is the best comparison, I think. Yeah, I think that gives us all the information we need.
What's the high? So they're hitting an average of 40k, sometimes over 40k.
Yeah, sometimes
on the weekend
48.
they'll hit 50k.
Yeah. And yeah, they're dropping, which you'd expect to happen. You expect drops.
But they still have 40,000 players though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a solid amount. And yeah, they're losing month to month, sure. But it's little amounts. It's not drastic. That is insane. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, okay. So, the game director for Bungie's Marathon has officially left the studio, marking the end of an era for the developer's ongoing sci-fi extraction shooter.
Don't say it, Roy. Don't say it.
The former Valorant game director... Oh, that was a game I wished I could forget about. First joined Bungie in December 2022 and took on the role of Marathon's director in June 2023. Released back in March, Marathon is a sequel and spiritual reboot to Bungie's 90s sci-fi shooter series of the same name. Though the impressions surrounding Marathon's closed alpha testing last year were mixed to say the least, the final product received a much warmer reception from critics. Everything receives a warmer reception from critics. Don't get me
Literally,
wrong.
like, we're constantly talking about this now, about how we get these renowned game reviewers giving these amazing reviews, and then the game flops or is removed after 10 days. Cough, cough.
Yeah. Good old Concord. But Marathon, it's clear to see that they're doing better. They've clearly got an audience, but they just don't have the player base to keep it going forever.
I think what the
Especially with
issue probably
seasons.
is they sunk too much money into it.
Most likely.
And then they were just doing the same thing as every other, season pass game. They were relying on people frivolously buying skins that they just don't care about.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's got people. Some people who complain about bottlenecking.
I mean, look at his CPU, mate. Just because it's an X3D doesn't mean it's fantastic.
It's not horrendous either, though.
No, but,
I think it's less that the game is CPU bottlenecked and your system is, compared to the actual GPU you've got, to be honest, though. Yeah, that's a bit fucking weird.
I mean, what would be the recommended specs, though? Like, is he with it on par for that?
Looks like he's
That's my old CPU there, for their recommended, and that wasn't a fantastic CPU by any means.
No, so it's above recommended.
So, I don't know. It's always hard to say. Every system works so differently.
That's the problem with PC gaming for some developers, and that's why we try and make it so that it works to an extent overall, and then we push overall testing out to people with different machines. But some developers kind of forget that. Anyways, yeah, we'll move past that. Marathon's director has left Bungie. Let's show more and we'll go at it from this bit. Hey everyone, I've got a bit of an announcement to make. Today, Friday, 17th of the 7th, will be my last day at Bungie, and I'll be passing the torch of game director to a very capable and amazing hands of Del Chaffee III, apparently. I thought we stopped with that many years ago. Who will guide the game forward alongside the creative director, Julia Nardin. Both of them have been operating in a strong leadership capacity for the team and are ready to guide Marathon into the next chapter with an even better and brighter future. I'm proud of them and I'm excited to see them helm the future of this crazy little world we've created together. As for me, I'll be heading somewhere new, somewhere else. I'll be heading to something new somewhere else, and we'll update you on where and what soon. I just want to say a deeply heartfelt thank you to all of you supporting me and Marathon in our windy mission to bring you a dark and terrifying space survival frontier to your screen. Sure. So yeah, he's clearly not left in bad blood. Abandoned ship, okay. Yeah, he's clearly not left in bad blood. He clearly does have a lot of good feelings about Marathon. I think he just wanted to go somewhere else and work on something better. Or something that hit him and was more like what he wanted to do. Because, let's be honest, working for major companies is good and all, but you are limited on what you can work on. If they say work on something, you're working on it.
But, it's not like the other end is as good as it may sound.
No.
You've still got the risks behind that of you may have the freedom to do what you want, but you don't have the freedom to fund what you want.
Yeah. It's very much that sort of thing, isn't it? In AAA, you can fuck up as much as you want and someone will be there to cover you, or if they're not, the company will take the flak, not you. However, if you fuck up solo, well, you don't have the cost to
financial backing.
Yeah. It's a mess, that. Palworld hits an incredible 40 million players 2.5 years after early access launch, with 1.0 right around the corner. It's already out, and 1.0 has clearly done well for Palworld. They're clearly doing well for themselves, to be honest.
Oh, aren't they just?
Let's have a quick nosy, considering it's been out for a little bit now. Still 95% positive out of 160,745 reviews. If we are to come back over to SteamDB, how is Palworld doing? 817,688 people in game as of right now. The 24-hour peak is now 921,485 players. That is insane.
A 24-hour peak. That's madness.
Even, by the way, may I just add, when it had dropped to its lowest, it was hitting like 19,000 still. That's 6 months ago. If I go a year back, still about the same. Let's go max. So we had obviously the 2 million at peak, early access release, and 45,000 drop. We still had a few people there. More people came back when they had Faybreak release. Still drop again, and then we had more people back at the next major update. And then they said, we're going to stay quiet now until full release happens. And then they just do this. Absolute insanity. Yep. Well-deserved insanity, but insanity nonetheless. What you need to also take into account is not all sales are on Steam. The vast majority are on consoles, so there's quite a few people missing off this list.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta remember, like, that player count of, what were they, going between 60 and 100k there?
Yeah.
That's, like, not gonna be the same people playing all the time. Like, you can only do so much in one game, whether it's you're tired of the grind and want a break, or you're just taking a break for the sake of it. Yeah. Or maybe you completed what there was because you managed to get your way through the whole thing, and then they're coming back again for the update. Like,
100%.
There's plenty that goes on there.
No, spot on, mate. It's a good game, though. I have played a little bit since it released 1.0. I'm planning to go back to it, but we'll see how I go on that one. I've got a lot of other things I've got to do at the moment, so I've not really had as much time as I'd like for gaming. But yeah, it's amazing to see. I'm genuinely so impressed with Palworld and what they've done. They clearly blew up. There are fanboys absolutely attempting to attack them who are back in Nintendo. It's not going too well.
What happens? There could be a game that's literally consists of 4 pixels and there'd be people attacking it.
Oh, 100%. To be fair, we'd probably be on that list.
Not enough pixels! Maybe too many pixels!
Way too many pixels. Gonna give us at least like -1 pixel. God. This is known.
just gives an artifact on our screen. Wait, this is what we asked for.
So, as for Palworld 1.0, John Buckley, head of publishing communications at Pocket Pair, has teased 27 pages of changes and additions for the patch notes. Bucky has also told existing Palworld players that they do not need to wipe their data for 1.0. So this is the whole thing for 1.0. Apparently it was more than 5 Word documents, it was 27.
Just a little bit of text information. Yeah.
Players can continue the existing save if they wish, as we want to respect your time and effort if you have put in, that you have put in. However, due to the large number of changes to the game, including overhauls to mechanics and new content, we believe starting a new character will give you the best experience. We will leave that choice up to you, Pal Tamers. I'm looking forward, honestly, to see what goes on moving forwards with Palworld. Because I think they're going to drop some incredible new stuff down the line, and I'm so excited to see what they do. So, I've got one other topic. I've just realised it was in the middle of everything else. Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced its landmark milestone and teases another upcoming feature, apparently. I don't really know what the upcoming feature is, but yeah, they've sold 3 million copies so far.
Yeah, and just showing that the old games were better.
Yeah. People are absolutely loving it, myself included. I mean, you probably saw before I jumped on this morning, I was sat playing it. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, how's it doing?
Yeah, I'd say it's doing alright.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Can't really complain, can you? 104,756 people at once is just after the release. Obviously, a lot of people are going to have completed it by now. I haven't. I've not had much time. However, you can clearly see people are able to just sit and chill, and they're happily playing. There's still 70,000 or 60,000 people at a time still playing this game. Can't complain about that. Nothing wrong at all with it. I don't know what the hell this other feature is. Let's skipping the bloat to this article.
Highly requested feature, Roy.
Yeah.
While also confirming a highly requested feature.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
What sort of feature do you want to see, Roy?
I don't know, Will. I don't even know what this fucking feature is. Oh, New Game Plus.
Is that...
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. I mean, sure. I'll happily take a New Game Plus. So, anyways, we'll move on from that. It's good to see, though. Good on Ubisoft for actually pulling something good off. I think, actually, to be honest, I was thinking about this a bit last week, and I didn't know whether to say it or not, but I'm deciding now's the time to say it. So, do you remember how we discussed that one of the co-creators of Ubisoft passed away about a month ago?
Yep.
This is kind of a perfect game to release just after that. Because it's a game that's been received well. It's a game that shows what Ubisoft were capable of and what work he did put into the company. And I think that's a really good way of doing things, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, that's not the entire reason. They've clearly put actual time and dedication into this game, which is good to see. I do have my issues with the game. I am certainly going to be expressing them when I've completed it. Until then, though, I am not going to make any comments, because there are things that could be related to me that it may not be the game. So I want to be certain before I move forward.
This guy be any more vague and close to the chest about what he's saying.
I am extremely vague. It's what I do best. Rumour: Obsidian's scrap game would have basically been Fallout anyway. Apparently, Obsidian Entertainment had a game in production, and Xbox made some announcements and scrapped it, and pushed them to work on a new Fallout game. Which is interesting. But that's not really what we're here to discuss, is it, Will?
Is it not?
No, we're here to discuss the actual announcements, which are ludicrous. And every single one of them has come from Twitter, pretty much. I'm just trying to find if there's a link to the Twitter articles, or if I'm going to have to go and manually get them. Ah, there we are. Here we are.
You're showing Bethesda stuff, and it just makes me worried that we're going to get told, yeah, guys, we're going to be at least 17 years. You'll need to be reborn 4 times to see our next release.
Well, yeah, that's just default anyways. Right. Note from Bethesda Game Studios. We love making these worlds as much as you love playing them. I don't think they've made anything for a little while. Today, we want to share what's next for Bethesda Game Studios and what you can expect from us in the years ahead. This is definitely because of the new CEO and the new direction of Xbox. You can tell a mile off. For 40 years, we've built games that have entertained almost 500 million players. More than just games, these are worlds for you to explore, shape, and make your own. Worlds that we return to together. This is the most filler I've ever seen in an actual written tweet. Dear God. I'm not going to read the filler, I'm just going to hit the key points here. Starfield continues. With over 17 million players logging almost 1 billion hours to date, Starfield remains an important part of our future. As we enter year 3, we'll continue to expand the settled systems with new stories, targeted gameplay improvements, and additional updates, while preparing for the launch of new Starborn content next year. More than 40% of players have already customized their experience through creations, and will continue investing in creators and giving players new ways to make Starfield their own. That's fine. Created by players, we already know about the creation tools. We dislike them, but it's whatever. We're proud to say creators have already earned more than $10 million in royalties from their work. Cool, that's over how many games? And starting with Skyrim about, 10 years ago? Fuck off. The future of Fallout. Here we go. Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination, and we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now. Fallout 76 continues to be the home to millions of players exploring Appalachia together. With nearly 73 updates released to date, the journey is far from over. In fact, we have a major Fallout 76 expansion planned for next year, Raven Rock, a prequel story to Fallout 3. Fallout 4, the most award-winning game in the franchise, just celebrated its 10th year anniversary and recently passed over 35 million copies sold, continuing to attract a new audience every year. See, I like Fallout 4, but it's just not the best in the franchise, so it baffles me as to why it's the most widely received.
It's sort of just when more people were picking up the game.
That's got to be it.
You hear people that used to play Fallout, like, when it was the sort of top-down style of game.
Yeah.
They talk about how Fallout 3 is the best, but then people who never played those, they'll always tell you Fallout 4 is the best. And it feels like there's more people that started on Fallout 4.
Yeah, the majority of the Fallout fan base that were like of the old days are pretty much completely under the opinion that New Vegas was like just amazing. And I'll always say the same, I adore New Vegas. I have a soft spot in my heart for 3, but New Vegas is amazing to me.
Yeah.
We also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we're not announcing any dates today, we have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. That was the greatest news I have ever received. However, it's Bethesda and I am terrified.
Everyone's terrified at any move that they could ever possibly make. Don't
Actually,
worry.
do you know who I want?
Bethesda breathes and the world shakes.
Yeah, but do you know who I want to work on this? Genuinely. I've had a bit of a think about this since I sent you that message about it. The guys who made the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake. I think they'd be a very good group to get to do it. We also... Fallout Shelter continues to be the most popular way to experience Fallout on the go, with more than 250 million players.
What?
When was the last time that game was updated again?
Oh. I don't know if they've actually done like any hotfixes or anything, but did they ever really have an actual update, given what it was and is?
The exploration.
That was an update?
Yeah, they updated
Oh, right, yeah, the actual, like, you go and run through the vaults, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was an update.
Yeah, it was. There's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons. An unscripted Fallout Shelter television project is also in the works. How? With our partners at Amazon Studios.
This is going to be delayed even further making anything because they've got like 700 projects under them.
Yeah. We'd like to congratulate Kittler Films and Amazon Studios on the 10 Emmy nominations for Fallout Season 2. Production on Season 3 is already underway. Jesus fucking Christ!
Heck yeah, man.
I know, I'm just absolutely, like, gobsmacked. And while we won't host a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year, we're already planning something special for Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027, when Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, D.C. What are you doing?
Me?
No, just this. Washington,
okay.
D.C. Washington, D.C. 30th anniversary of Fallout Day. No, Bethesda, you're not allowed to become Vault-Tec and just drop a nuke on Washington.
It's kind of the feeling, the vibe that they're giving, isn't it?
Yeah. Studio collaboration. The Wasteland continues to expand as we team up once again with our longtime friends at Obsidian Entertainment. We're happy to confirm they're working with us on a new Fallout project. We'll have more to share on this in the future. You know what's terrifying to hear them call them friends when they rip them off of a fucking bonus by 1 Metacritic point?
I'm so over hearing about critics and whatnot, dude.
Oh, same. We're also bringing our teams closer together across Bethesda. ZeniMax Online Studios will partner closely with Bethesda Game Studios on the Elder Scrolls franchise, while continuing to deliver incredible new experiences for the Elder Scrolls Online. Season 1 Return of the Thieves Guild recently launched, and the team has more planned in the future. By aligning more directly across the franchise, we can create even better experiences for players. Bringing our teams closer together is helping us build a stronger foundation for everything we create next. The Elder Scrolls and Beyond.
I feel like this is the same kind of babble we hear from every company at the minute. I'm not.
Yeah, it is.
Not too happy with these statements that they're making.
So, the Elder Scrolls and Beyond. That foundation extends beyond our teams to the technology, tools, and systems that will power the next generation of Bethesda RPGs. Our teams are now developing the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on Creation Engine 3, a shared technology platform we've been building since Starfield's launch. It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that define our games. You know what I find fucking amazing about this?
Yeah.
They created Creation Engine 2 for Starfield and a bit of Fallout 4 when they remastered that. That was it. That was the entire reason.
Starfield, though. It was like another Cyberpunk launch.
Yeah. Then they never mentioned Creation Engine 3. This is the first time it's been mentioned. It's
They're all
just
sitting there
appeared.
going, oh fuck, we can't use that again after that mess.
Yeah. It's just insane to think about. Fallout 5 is currently in pre-production. The Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today. We, with the majority of the team currently working on the next chapter of the franchise. With over 65 million copies sold, players are still exploring Skyrim 15 years later. But we know it's been a very long wait for the sequel. The next chapter is on its way. We're where we planned to be, loving how it looks and playing it every day. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. You're playing it, we're not. Cunts.
Yeah.
The road ahead. Across Bethesda Game Studios, we're building for a future of Fallout, The Elder Scrolls, and Starfield. We're investing in our technology, bringing teams closer together, supporting our live games, expanding into new forms of entertainment. Fuck off with all this filler bullshit.
Yeah, it's just the same crap. They're just spitting out nonsense to us. Basically, in the long and short of it, just saying, yeah, keep waiting. That's
Pretty
what we're
much.
going to make you do.
Pretty much. We've announced more games, even though we're still going to make you wait the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. The Elder Scrolls construction set. This is something I didn't see. From the Morrowind construction set to creations today, we've always... Oh, that's it. Okay, fuck off then. Piece of shit. I hate it so much. I really do. The thing is, like... I'm sorry, the only reason this has been released is because of the new Xbox CEO. If it wasn't for her, we'd have heard nothing for another 3 years. That's just the truth of it at this point. We all know it. It's really fucking depressing.
It just makes you wonder what they've been doing all these years.
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, now they've got additional help with Obsidian, which is
What
good.
do you mean additional help? If Fallout Shelter has 250 million players, they've got all the fucking income they could possibly need.
I'm on about from Obsidian, another game studio.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like, they've got additional help from them. They've obviously got the guys who worked on fucking Elder Scrolls 4 Remaster. They've got Bethesda themselves. From the sounds of things, they've got some other little studios helping them out as well, which is fucking baffling. But everyone's
And it's
working
taking
on...
longer and longer.
Yeah. Actually, this is the question. So, Fallout 5 is just into pre-production, yeah?
Sure.
When did the Elder Scrolls 6 enter pre-production? Okay, so, yeah, just quit now?
I quit a long time ago.
Yeah. Apparently it entered pre-production in 2018. Because, fuck us, am I right?
Oh yeah, heavily.
Yeah, like, this is just all it is now. So, they're dropping all this news, which equates to, wait, we'll eventually give you an answer. Please wait, please. We beg of you, wait. The Elder Scrolls 6 gets an encouraging update. And the update is, please wait.
What was the update before that? Please wait.
Yeah. What's been the update since 2018? Please wait. The only difference
Standing
is...
by.
Yeah.
Stand by.
That's pretty much it. Every year we see Bethesda, like a games announcement or something like that, and every year it's a Fallout update, and then it'll have the Elder Scrolls sound, and all you'll see is the Elder Scrolls Online, and you're like, fuck off. I've given up. I quit. I'm resigned to the day that they eventually actually announce something, and I've like fast forwarded past because I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'd rather they just don't say anything because it just rotates you back around to the frustration of, right, so this quote-unquote update has had absolutely zero information in it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I think
And now
that's
you're now I'm
exactly
just
what it.
angry again, you know?
Exactly. If you just stay quiet and get it fucking done instead of going, please wait, please wait. We're begging you, please wait. We don't care about that. This is literally the exact same trap that Cyberpunk fell for. And I just hope... Well, I say I hope that they don't fall for it. I think they already fucking have. I don't know, man. It's fucking insane. Speaking of Cyberpunk, actually, briefly, did you hear that the second game's in production, pre-production?
I did not know.
Yeah, so the second game's in pre-production, and apparently it will not be set in Night City. It will be set somewhere new.
Yeah, I'd very much prefer that.
Yeah, somewhere new, somewhere else. From the sounds of things, it's still going to be in America, but it's going to be in a brand new city somewhere else. So there's going to be a lot of new stories to explore. Because they were right, to be honest, when they said that within Cyberpunk 2077, it is very much a case of the city is like another companion to you, because you learn everything you can about that city. If you just give us the same city in like 50 years, yeah, things will have changed, but a lot of it's going to remain the same.
I think the only way they could get me back in the Night City and actually enjoy it is if you were in like a development era of it, where they're expanding and there's more stuff popping up.
Oh yeah,
as you progress through the story.
100%. Don't get me wrong, Night City was not a bad city. They did really well in what they built, but I want to see something new. I want to see more of the world of Cyberpunk. I don't just want to see the same city every year that they're going to drop a new game.
Yeah.
But yeah, brand new city, new characters. It'll be interesting to see. I'd imagine some bits will pass over. If it's a sequel, I reckon some of the events of Cyberpunk 2077 might cross over. Which will be interesting to see.
There'd be nothing wrong with that.
Oh no, because I mean we made like massive fucking impacts to the world. Especially if one of the endings is true, where he goes up into space.
You know, actually saying that would be cool as well as integrating more of the show into it, because let's be honest, who didn't love that if they enjoyed Cyberpunk?
Edgerunners was phenomenal. Everyone enjoyed it that watched it. And everyone had their heart broken. The amount of times I've seen that bloody clip where it's there like, oh, I've got a new cosplay. It's the girlfriend and she's there like, I've got a new cosplay in for the bedroom. She's just there like, oh yeah, amazing. And then she shows up in the Lucy cosplay and he starts bawling. Seen that one a fair few times. It's still quite funny. But yeah, I don't really think I've got anything else to mention this week. Is there anything you'd like to bring up, sir?
I've been kind of busy this week, so I've not seen a whole lot, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, same, to be honest with you. It's been a very mental week across the board, I think, for both of us. So,
yeah.
We'll see how things go moving forwards, but it's good to get some normality back into things and see what's going on.
Always.
Seeing as she's forced Xbox to make an update, I'm wondering how much more she's pushing Xbox into, pushing Bethesda into, and other sides of Xbox. Seeing as she's clearly trying to push just complete open talks with the consumers, so that it's not just silence. I am looking forward to hearing more from her as well. Because so far, the decisions she's making seem good, but I'll have to give it a few more weeks to probably a couple more months just to fully see what's happening. I think
it's gonna take a bit of time.
Yeah.
To see sort of what direction she's going with things.
But so far, I am impressed by her choices. It does seem logical what she's done. I can't really complain too much. I can complain at the fucking studios and their shit fucking publicising of information. However, I can't fault her for her choice so far. It seems like it was the logical one out of everything that could have been done. So yeah, I'm genuinely impressed with her in that way. Anyways.
Yeah, just time will tell with that.
Yeah, I think it'll be 6 months to a year, to be brutally honest, to get a full understanding.
Just as long as she, I'm all for her pushing the development of Skyrim and such, but don't rush them too much. You'll make them cry and then the game will release like trash.
100%. I think that might be part of the reason she's pushed other teams to lend a hand. That way we can get more games out from studios.
Too many chefs spoil the broth, you know?
True. Very true. We'll just have to wait and see, though. It'll be interesting, though, I do think. And I think the bigger question now is, what about the other studios under Xbox? When are we going to hear from them? Because I can't see it being long.
When are we going to hear from anything? We're we keep getting told to wait and wait and wait. And it's so rare that we get a good release. Everything else is just crashes and burns.
Yeah, I'm actually just looking at my library here. So
yeah, that's actually something we did for the end of last year. We went through our libraries.
Yeah.
And saw how little we actually played, and most of the things we were playing were from years ago, you know?
Yep. So my ready-to-play library. It's set out by release date. And the games I've got in front of me here, I can tell you the good ones quite easily. Palworld, Black Flag Resynced, Into the Radius 2, Crimson Desert, Resident Evil Requiem, Abiotic Factor, but then you've already passed a year.
I always like seeing what Resident Evil come up with for characters.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. If I cut out anything from 2025, it's Palworld, Black Flag, Into the Radius 2, Crimson Desert, and Resident Evil.
Palworld doesn't count either.
Well, it does, because it's had its
1.0 release, but
yeah,
it's been
out
for a couple of years.
In that case, then, if you want to play those funny games, Black Flag, Crimson Desert, Resident Evil.
Yeah. But it's true, though, you know?
Technically. By a large technicality.
Sure they added a lot and changed a lot, but a lot of the game would have been there from beforehand, you know?
So just stop being so fucking picky.
You know I'm not wrong, though.
I never said you were, I just told you to stop being picky. There's a difference. You're not wrong in the slightest, that's the problem here.
Yeah, it's a little upsetting.
But anyways, with all that said and done, that's it for this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and join the Discord that is down in the description. If you have anything at all that you'd like to talk about, please feel free to do so. We are more than open for conversation, and we like to discuss different points regarding gaming and also regarding the tech industry in general. It's always very interesting to us, and we enjoy the conversations.
Yeah.
It's rare, but we do enjoy them. At the moment, we just kind of rant to each other, so ranting to other people is even better.
Yeah.
But
it's
yeah.
been a bit of a rough time overall.
Yeah, 100% is.
Tech's not in a good spot.
No, not at all.
It's a shame to say, considering, it wasn't that long ago that it was in a really good spot, and then RAM prices hit, issues came in with the GPUs, and, just casually melting.
Yeah, thanks AI. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time.